I feel like I'm gonna get chewed out for this, but I don't care because y'all are not gonna beat me up. As far as saving money, I'm speaking directly to women here, pretty women. People will tell you like, oh, you need to budget, oh, you need to plan out, da da da, whatever. You need to get on TikTok and make money, get on YouTube, da da da, whatever. Use your pretty privilege. Listen, if you're gonna do anything, if you're gonna use your pretty privilege, if you want to save money, the easiest way to save money using your pretty privilege is by dating. And when I say that, you have to know how to pick them. Yes, I know men pretend and they act and they, make it seem like they got it or whatever. But listen, you cannot date no cheap man. You will have to give him a little conversation just to see where his head is at. But listen, you won't even have to spend money on gas if you are dating correctly, okay? You find 2, maybe 3 if you can tolerate that, because I know they are insufferable. But 2, maybe 3, okay? You don't drive to dates, they pick you up. And if you don't want them to know where you live or, where you lay in your head, child, have them send you an Uber or a Lyft. And that's how you will weed out the brokies. If he's not even willing to do that, to send you an Uber or to come pick you up, he don't even deserve no date. Then, obviously, once you get there, you're not paying for anything. And if you do, cuss his ass out. Boom, weed him out. What I will say, you might have to spend some to get some, because you might have to go places, just sit at the bar, whatever, get you a couple drinks, let them come to you. Okay? And I'm not saying don't turn down no dates. Definitely turn down dates, because you don't want to be easy. And you want them to know that you are not easy. But for real, if you're just trying to save money, girl, go on some dates. Okay? I'm not even about to get a whole little spiel, the whole little rundown. You know what to do. If you're a pretty girl, you know what to do. Okay? And if I'm being so honest, it really don't even take being pretty, because men, and I'm not even like saying like you can be ugly or whatever, but men will go after anything, okay? Especially if you can talk a good game, baby, do it. Just do it.
304 culture is alive and well today. And women will try and market it as if it's putting women up on game, but no. It's just spreading a message to all willing ears who will listen that 304 culture should be accepted and practiced as the norm amongst women now. That's what's being spread. That's all she's talking about is, and some women are a little bit more overt, some a little bit more discreet with their language when they talk about it, but it's all the same. They're all teaching other women and telling other women, hey, go out and be a 304. You think that you're going to be able to be outside with the wrong mentality and you're going to find the right guy? Sure, you'll find men who they'll trick on you, they'll spend money on you, but you think you're actually going to find the quality man that you actually would want to be with long term? Or are you just going to find guys who you find suitable enough to be able to spend on you? And yeah, some will be foolish enough to then supplement your lifestyle. And this is why when you hear women and they talk about how the dating market is filled with piss, understand that it's all just a result of their choices that they made up until that point in life that has given them that perspective. Nothing more, nothing less. And the crazy thing is, women like this will actually think it's okay to shame men who run game on them. You heard her. She said it. There will be men out here who try and pretend. But then that's the very same thing that she's advising these women to do. Go out here and pretend as if you're interested in these guys, but you're really not. You're just interested in their resources. You're just interested in having to do less in order to get more. And so don't feel sorry for people like this who have false intentions, whose goal is to willingly mislead others. And then when they think they're going to get away with it and actually are going to be able to mislead these people, what ends up actually happening is they're the ones who end up getting played. They're the ones who end up getting pulled in because they just don't want to bite. They want the whole plate. They get greedy and want more and more and more of what these men have to offer. And what they don't realize is that man was playing the game the entire time, and he happened to be better at it than what she was.
I haven't talked to my boyfriend since Thursday. It's Saturday. We texted a little bit on Thursday. Didn't talk at all yesterday. He tried to FaceTime me, but I didn't answer. I really just need to figure out what I want. What it is that I want. I feel like I have always based a lot of things off of what other people want. But what did Tia want? I created boundaries, I have standards, and I'm not gonna lie, I have bended those a lot in this relationship. But with me bending the boundaries I created and my standards, I haven't been feeling fulfilled, and I've been real open and honest. So don't think that I'm just coming to you about this, because I'm not. Because he already knows. And I feel like he tries to shift the things that I desire in a relationship. But I can't keep voting on that. I can't keep backing down on what's important to me. And the things that I ask for are things that I can actually provide. I can provide these things for myself. So I'm not asking for too much. I have never been somebody that's been materialistic, that asks for money. Like, I literally have never asked this man for money. Never. Which is crazy. And that's how I've always been in relationships. Like, I don't ask for much at all. At all. But I give a lot. I give a lot. And I feel like that's where I need to start drawing the line. I really do. Call me back.
You know what's so funny? And obviously this isn't across the board, but just in general, I think this is hilarious. Women tend to, it seems like, at least as she's trying to portray, put up with so much with men when they're just dating, boyfriend, girlfriend. But as soon as that ring get on the finger and they become a wife and they get a child or two, it's like, well, I'm not putting up with this anymore. And it's out the door collecting child support and alimony. So leave. You're miserable, it sounds like, sipping tea in front of a camera on TikTok. Just go home and be alone and break up with him and move on and find someone else. But no, that's not what we have. And one thing I hope what more men begin to understand and realize who are in these kind of relationships is that some of these women are just out here to drain the life force out of you. They don't really care about you. It's not about you. It's really just about them. They lack the actual genuine ability to care about who that man is. They only really care about what he can do for them. That's the roundabout way she's trying to put this. Oh, I do so much for myself. I don't ask for anything. Okay, so if you don't ask for anything, then what's the problem? The problem is the little you do ask, he doesn't do. Then why are you with him? He's proven that he's not who you want him to be, so leave. But you won't leave because you want him to be what he's showing he's not. So which one is it? But you want to control him to make him into that. Because then that will what? Make you feel better about yourself? Or is it a matter of you can't even obtain the man who you really want, and so you rather deal with the guy who you can get, but try and make him into the man who you really want? Which one is it?
Maybe this is why I'm single, but I want to know if I'm tripping. I've been talking to this guy from the moment I connected with him, which is something that I should have paid attention to. And again, here I go, not following my intuition. He was already pushing back the time. We were supposed to meet at 8:30. He's like, oh wait, let's meet at 10. Work got busy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sure, fine, let's do that. 10 o'clock comes by. Oh, I'm just getting out of the sauna. I forgot to do this. I have to do one more step. Is it okay if we meet by 11? At this point, I was like, nah, forget it. Let's just meet another day. Like, okay, great. Let's meet tomorrow. I get off early, blah, blah, blah. I said, great. Tomorrow comes. It's almost the time that we're supposed to meet. I don't hear from him. I text him and I'm like, hey, are we supposed to meet? That was already something that I shouldn't have done. He's like, yeah, actually, it's going to have to be a little bit later because something came up. But I should be to you by this time. Red flag number 2. But still, I was like, you know what? Fine. Don't ever do that. Ended up showing up way later than he was supposed to, the original time. Still earlier than the curfew that I give myself to leave my house. We met up around 9:30. We were supposed to hang out around 3:30. But I had things to do, so it worked out. But still, those are things that you do not ignore. What you allow in the beginning continues in the relationship. So then, he calls me babe and baby and all these things, and I'm like, that's really fast, but whatever, fine, that's probably how you are. Gives me a lot of compliments, gives me a lot of love, implies that his new apartment is going to be my new apartment. Just a lot of love bombing behavior. Still, I liked him, so I was like, whatever. This past week, he's like, I want to see you Wednesday, I miss you, da-da-da-da. Okay, Wednesday comes along. He's like, actually, let's hang out tomorrow. I get off earlier. We'd have more time together. I'm like, actually, that works out great because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. Thursday comes along, and I'm like, hey, I'm in this area, so if it works easier for you, let's just meet over here. Crickets. Until 6:30 yesterday evening, he says, I'm so sorry, I got home early, I knocked out, I missed your call. I'm actually gonna eat and go back to bed. Huh? Wait, what? I'm like, this is the same guy who said he hasn't felt like this for over 10 years, said he wants me to meet his family. Sir, your words are not matching your actions. You do not care about my time. It's always on your time. You've pushed back my time since the moment we connected. No, it's time for me to say something. And so I did. And I don't know if I'm overreacting, which I don't think I am. I don't think I should have even entertained this to begin with. But I fell for the blah, 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 okay? The blah, blah, blah. Never again.
Now, the reason why I wanted to share the video was just a simple reminder that women only make the rules for the men who they don't like. That's all. He was her type. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have got so much rope to be able to do everything he was able to do. And he knew he would be able to do and get away with from the beginning because of whatever interaction initially happened between them that made him comfortable enough to say, I can play games with her. I can run game on her and she's going to accept it. And I guarantee you, she's still willing to entertain this guy, even after making a TikTok video, simply because she's emotionally drawn to him for whatever reason of who he is as a guy. You ever find yourself in situations where you're always feeling like you got to prove yourself to this woman, like she wants you to prove how much you want her? Just know, you're not really her type. You're not really her number one choice. You're just the placeholder guy who she's willing to entertain for that time being because it feels good. It boosts her ego and shit. She got to eat. Anyway, guys, questions, comments, thoughts, and feedback, drop them down below. You know I appreciate when you guys chime in. Don't forget, you enjoy any part of the content, smash the like button for more. Subscribe to the channel. And as always, until next time.